Hello, and welcome to the Homeowner's Guide to Stormwater video series, presented by the Westmoreland Conservation District. This is Part 2, What Rules Are There for My Project?, where we will explain the different types of projects covered by the Stormwater Management Ordinance and how the rules pair up. The Stormwater Ordinance divides projects on your property into regulated development activities. So what is regulated development activity? It is any activity that disturbs ground or an activity over a square foot limit set by the municipality that involves the changes to the cover of the ground. This includes any digging, building, or paving that changes the amount of rainfall that runs off the land. A square foot limit for each regulated development category is set by the municipality to protect existing homes and properties in your community. That square foot amount will determine if your project is exempt from managing stormwater or if stormwater runoff should be managed. The categories of regulated development that may be covered by your ordinance include exemption, no harm, waiver, modification, and demonstrated equivalency, small project, and stormwater management plan. Let's take a closer look at each of these categories. The first category is exemption, where improvements are being made on your property but no roof or paved area is being added, so there is no increased runoff expected. An example is a homeowner wants to install a French drain or add some landscaping and will create no new paved area. Digging is involved, but the area will be restored back to its original condition. The second category, no harm, means that some changes to the land are being made, but the square foot area is less than the amount set by the municipality, and the increase in runoff is minimal or will pose very little harm to neighboring properties or those downstream. An example is a homeowner wants to install a small patio or shed or even one of the new sport courts, and the total roof or paved area is under the square foot requirements of the ordinance. A waiver, modification, demonstrated equivalency is a little more complicated, but helps out when changes are being made to a property, but managing the stormwater on the same property is not recommended or would be extremely difficult. In this case, alternatives may be proposed even if they are to control stormwater on another property. This is a discussion you will need to have with your municipality. A good example is a property owner wants to reuse already developed land, like an abandoned gas station, as something else, like this barbecue takeout, but can't manage stormwater on site for specific reasons like soil conditions or other hardship. They might be able to negotiate with the municipality to help with an equivalent stormwater issue elsewhere in the community. A small project is when changes are being made to the property that cover more than the minimum square footage listed in the ordinance. These changes include roof or paved areas that will increase the stormwater runoff on the property and can be controlled by methods explained in the ordinance and shown in this video series. The property owner can calculate the amount of stormwater runoff to be controlled and how to control it by using worksheets included in the Stormwater Ordinance appendices and explained in this video series. An example of a small project is a homeowner wants to build a 2-car garage and pave a new driveway to it, and the total square foot of new roof and paving falls into the small project square footage set by the municipality. A stormwater management plan is when changes to the property are great enough to require a professional consultant. An example is a property owner wants to build a house, a horse barn, or something else, and the square footage disturbance is greater than the maximum set by the municipality for a small project, but it is still less than 1 acre. To learn more, continue to watch the Homeowner's Guide to Stormwater Management video series. You can also contact your municipality or visit westmorelandconservation.org to learn more about managing stormwater at home with the Homeowner's Guide and Toolkit pages. Thank you for joining us for Part 2 of the Homeowner's Guide to Stormwater. Please join us next for Part 3, Does My Project Need Stormwater Management? And how to assure your municipality you are exempt from stormwater management or that your project will cause no harm. This video series has been presented by the Westmoreland Conservation District.